Hey guys, this is Cheney77, coach of the Brisbane Heatrians, here with week 4 of the CBA. This week we're going up against Johnny GB and the Oregon Duckletts, the commissioner of this league. So yeah, I'll definitely be leaving his link in the description below. His team consists of Manaphy, Scizor, Salamence, Delmise, Cabalion, Alolan Muck, Granbull, Seismitoad, Adino, Steelix, and Mega Alakazam. So looking at his team, I figured Wakan Manaphy was definitely a bring. Salamence was definitely a threat. His switch-ins to a banded 1000 arrows from Zygarde is basically Granbull, so I expected that to come. I also expected either Scizor or Cabalion to deal with Michael Fable. Probably more Cabalion than Scizor, because Scizor is slow, and I felt if he did bring Scizor, it would either be Scarfed or the agility set, just to help it outrun my team, because looking at my team, I've brought everything, or everything that I've brought has the potential to outspeed it with enough speed investment. So I was a little bit surprised to see Scizor, to be honest. I probably expected Cabalion in its place, also probably Delmise to be able to handle the 1000 arrows a little bit better, and also Mega Alakazam. Mega Alakazam is so fast and hits so hard, so I felt that was also a possible bring. But as you can see from what he brought, he's got the Seismitoad, Manaphy, Scizor, Alolan Muck, which I definitely expect to be a V, Steelix, which is probably especially defensively built, but still a physical wall, and Intimidate Granbull. To counter that, I brought Quiver Dance Masquerain. A bit of a heat set. I brought a bit of a heat team this week. Felt like mixing it up. And this Masquerain has Quiver Dance with Air Slash, Giga Drain, and Ice Beam. Hits his team very nicely, and also has the Flynium Z as well, just to get off an extra huge damage if I needed it to kill, say, a Scizor, Cabalion, or a Alolan Muck. Next we have Banded Zygarde. 1000 arrows, it does heaps to his team, and then other coverage moves like Extreme Speed to hit the Mega Alakazam, get some nice chip there. And we got Serena, AV Serena with Rapid Spin, and Drop Kick, a U-turn, and Play Rough, just so I wasn't set up for her. It's for the Salamence. Yeah, this is just here for things like the things like the Manaphy and Mega Alakazam take a hit and deal some nice damage with U-turn or Drop Kick respectively. Then we got the Zap Plate, Thundy, Volt Switch, T-Volt, T-Wave, and Grass Knot. I didn't feel like I needed like ice coverage for the Mens or fire coverage for Scizor, just because I could deal with them with my stabs, I felt like. And we got a Kasib Berry Jirachi here to lure the Mega Alakazam and T-Wave it with U-turn, Rocks, Fire Punch, and Iron Head. And then last we've got another meme in Special Arcanine, because I felt like he would bring Rain Dance. So I figured, why not bring Arcanine, set up the Sun, and bop things with the Solar Beam. So looking at matchups, I figured he might want to lead with one of his rockers, Seismitoad or Steelix. So I felt like Serena was a good lead. Also, Serena has U-turn, so it just allows it to pivot. So I lead with Serena, as he does indeed lead with Seismitoad, and I'm just going to play it safe here, go for the Trop Kick as he sends in his Muck. But yeah, this allows me to U-turn on it. I get a bit of a crit there, which is no good. And because I have the Sugar Berry on the Arcanine, that was really there for the Salamence. I was really scared of Dragon Dance Salamence. I felt like Sugar Berry would be able to lure it nicely, and I'd be able to hit it with that HP Ice, kill it. So that's why I decided to go into Arcanine here, because I don't need the berry, but you know, in hindsight, it better play probably would have been to go into Masquerain. But as we go into Arcanine, and as we see, he's at -2 now. I take this knockoff and he crits me. Now this is huge, because he gets the Poison Touch as well, and this basically means my Arcanine is dead. And this is a huge pain and a huge issue, because now I don't have anything really to switch into a Scizor. Everything's just going to be chipped down by it. And looking back, hindsight 2020, Masquerain probably was the right switch, because Masquerain, you know, I thought about switching into Masquerain, but I really wanted Masquerain to do something this week, other than set webs, as it did last week so well. I really wanted to get off that Masquerain sweep, but you know, hacks are a thing, and Arcanine just got royally stuffed up the anus with hacks on that turn. So as a dying parting gift, I set up the Sunny Day as I die to my poison, and I go into Jirachi because, you know, I can threaten this out with a Iron Head, and I can get a boosted Fire Punch hit, which is what I go for, because the switch into Steelix is pretty obvious. But no attack investment. Jirachi does literally nothing to the Steelix, as it's just going to set up rocks, as I figured it would. And I can just go, I can U-turn. I was trying to fish for a burn, you know, because good players need hacks. I mean, bad players need hacks and stuff, and I'm bad. So I was trying to fish for a burn while he set up the rocks. His rocks play was fairly obvious, but I felt like going into Serena here on his EQ was an okay play, because I can rapid spin them away. As I do indeed go into Serena, as he does EQ me, so nice reads there. He's threatened out for some reason, probably just trying to make the aggressive switch into Scizor, as yeah, Scizor basically, if Scizor was this thing, no doubt. The set, I'm not running High Jump Kick, and High Jump Kick wouldn't do 40% anyway. So now the Scizor is in, and the Scizor being in is a problem, because I have nothing. So I figured, alright, Jirachi, take this, and that damage reveals Band, and there's many things that outspeed a Banded Scizor. My entire team actually, it outspeeds Banded Scizor, and but you know, that's poor prep on my part, not prepping heavier, or not having more contingencies for Scizor, as Arcanine pretty much was it, and as you can see, it's gone. So Band Scizor definitely gonna put in the work. As I go for more flinches, I figured, you know, hacks already stuffed me over, so why not go for more flinches? As he sends in his Seismitoad, and he gets up the Rain Dance. So, you know, saw that, I guess I didn't particularly see Rain Dance Seismitoad. I was more expecting Rain Dance Manaphy. But you know, him setting up Rain Dance still gives me a free switch into Serena, which I'm going to do, and I eat this Sludge Wave like it's nobody's business and kill him with a Trop Kick. So it's nice to get his Rain Setter out of the way. But now once again he's got a free switch into Scizor, and I feel like I need Serena because with the Wakan Berry, Thundy can't OHKO the Manaphy, so I need something to take a hit, or I need something to pivot into after the Thundy Volt switches to burn the Wakan Berry. So I go into Masquerain here because Masquerain is really not doing much, as he goes for the Surf and kills me, which is fair. I actually went for the Quiver Dance on that turn because I felt like he might go for game and just go for Tail Glow right then and there. Because who doesn't see Masquerain as setup fodder? You know, if he predicted me to be a Sticky Web set and he went for Tail Glow, it would have done, you know, huge damage. It would have taken out another Mon at least. But you know, sadly he just plays it safe, goes for the Surf, knocks out my Masquerain, and Masquerain once again not doing too much. But well, I guess no, I shouldn't say that. Masquerain won me the game last week. There's no doubt about that. But sadly, wasn't able to get that Masquerain sweep. We will try again, definitely once more in an unsuspecting week. So I go into Thundy because I just need to burn that Wakan Berry. Go for the Volt switch, as you know, it's pretty obvious. He sacks off his Muck, making this safe play. As I go into Jirachi because I have no idea why I went into well, I didn't want to go into Zygarde because Zygarde baited in the Granbull. And I didn't want to go into Serena because Serena baited in the Scizor. And I didn't want the Scizor to come in, so I felt like U-turn was the best play. Jirachi was the best play just to be able to get off, just so that it will force in the Steelix. As I U-turn here, and I go into Zygarde because Zygarde does heaps of damage. In hindsight, probably should have gone into Serena to rapid spin away the rocks. Because you know, Thundy doesn't like taking shit from rocks. But once again, I felt Zygarde was alright because it threatened his team and just threatens in this Granbull. As we see, it does some nice damage, and I'm actually able to 3-hit KO this thing. And you know, Zygarde being so bulky, it's able to eat that player off. Now here he goes into the Manaphy, and I'm thinking, well, I don't really need Zygarde anymore. I can take out Manaphy with a combination of Volt Switch, Pivot into Serena. Serena dies, and then just go back into Thundy T-Bolt. Thundy also takes care of Steelix with a Grass Knot, that's fine. And Scizor, I can just Fire Punch it with Jirachi. That was the thought process going in to this, and I felt that was its. I felt like that's why I just sack off Zygarde here. As interesting, he didn't go for Ice Beam. Turns out he didn't actually have Ice Beam, which would have been nice to know during the game. But now, free switch into Thundy. He's going to switch into his Steelix to block my electric move. And I'm just going to Grass Knot him, and here is where I guess the flaw in my thought process before, because I was only thinking about one-on-one matchups. I wasn't thinking, if Sizzle comes in here and what happens, because the Wakan berry still isn't burned, so I need to keep Thundy, and a combination of Bullet Punch plus a Rocks switch in is, I think, actually enough to take me out. So I didn't want to take that Bullet Punch, especially if you got a high roll. If you got a high roll, that was it. So I wanted to switch out, and I figured that was his play. I thought, why would he switch into Scizor? He doesn't. I've only revealed Volt Switch and Grass Knot. I could definitely be packing the Incinerate and take this thing out. So I'm thinking he's going to Bullet Punch here, and I just go into Jirachi because I don't have Queenly Majesty on Serena, because I didn't want Mega Alakazam tracing that, and then me not being able to outspeed it with priority. So I that's why I didn't go into Serena. And expecting to take this Bullet Punch, he actually goes for the U-turn, crits me, which is super unfortunate. And now he's basically going to clean up with the Sizzle. He indeed turns out to be Wakan, and I have to sack my Serena here to a combination of Surf and Signal Beam, and then I'm able to send in my Thundy to take out this Manaphy. The only hope I have left is if I pranks the T-Wave and then him get paralyzed like 4 times or something, or twice or something, but as we see, he breaks through, and sadly we take our first loss of the season. A 1-0 victory to Johnny, but that was definitely a very good game. Tough loss, but felt like I had the favorable matchup, but too many memes with Masquerain, and Arcanine probably cost us that one, but that's alright. Here to have fun. I just want to give a quick shout out to Opposite and Azar helping me test once again. Funnily enough, we actually go up against Azar this week, and his Sand Rush Excadrill, so that should definitely be fun. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next week.